Hello everybody, my name is Ethan and welcome back to another Pokemon Go video, where today we are going to be hopping into the Retro Cup, running a team of Galvantula, Pelipper, and Altaria. This is the second time Galvantula has been featured on the channel. These are my battles. We did yesterday, if you caught that video, had Kyle on the channel showing us his battles. That video was really good, so I highly suggest you go and watch it. I'll link it in the top right now. And so yeah, so we're gonna start with these matches. I'm gonna pick up a really positive lead against a Jellicent with Galvantula. He's gonna go for a Bubble Beam, which is fine. That gives us shield advantage or damage advantage, and we take out the Pokemon. So now it's even shields, and he's got an Altarian back. I'm going to go for the Discharge, just because I feel like Altarias tend not to shield, just because if they throw Lunge, then it's resisted, obviously, but lowering the health. So he's going to farm us down there, but we're going to bring in all our Altaria, and we're going to start doing that super effective damage with the Dragon Breaths. We're going to be shielding up this Dragon Pulse just because I had a sneaking suspicion that it was a Dragon Pulse. But because he threw the Dragon Pulse, it'll allow me to safely farm down. Even though he gets to the move here, I know that this is not another Dragon Pulse. It's just going to be a Sky Attack, so I'm happy with this situation rather than the other one. So he's taking shield advantage, but I do have Pokemon advantage. He's going to be bringing out a Mew. Now, the thing with Mew in Retro Cup is that it doesn't necessarily run the same moves that it would anywhere else in normal Great League. So this Mew might not be running Wild Charge, which means my Pelipper is a lot better off. But I guess we'll see. I don't have any shields, so I just tried to get the Mew as low as possible. And it is a Dark Pulse, which is going to allow me to farm down. Oh, well, he's going to concede the match, which is perfectly fine. And it starts off our set of battles with a nice win. So we're going to be picking up a Magcargo. Now, the worst part about this team is rock types, obviously. Galvantula is going to be taking super effective damage from rock, as well as our two flyers. So rock typing is really difficult to deal with. Magcargo is a little bit easier just because it's our fire typing. Unfortunately, we swap Pelipper and he swaps Galvantula. Very bad. We're going to have to get this Weather Ball off, which does a nice solid chunk of damage, but we can't get to the second Weather Ball, which really sucks. But it's gonna be kind of hard to come back from this match. We do sneak a Volt Switch through there, which is really good. But we're going to shield the Lunge here, which would definitely be taking us out. But this does allow us to farm down the opponent's Galvantula. Most likely going to be bringing back in the Magcargo here. Yeah, and he does. He sneaks through I believe it's a Rock Throw. We're going to be going for the Lunge. He shields it. I'm going to swap Altaria. He's going to swap Jellicent. And this is going to be a real tough game to win. Especially if this Jellicent has Ice Beam. Sky Attacks does go through, which is really nice. Dragon Breath is doing a ton of damage. He's farming up a bunch of energy, and I'm almost at another Sky Attack. I shield the Ice Beam, which is really good. Thankfully, he did not Bubble Beam me. I'm going to be going through another Sky Attack. Hopefully we can either get the shield or take out the Jellicent. He's going to be shielding the Jellicent, and then the Jellicent will be taking out our Altaria. One Ice Beam is enough to KO an Altaria from this range at least. Luckily we're able to get one Volt Switch through, but the Magcargo has energy, and it's going to be taking out the Galvantula. So the second match is a loss, but not that big a deal. In our games today, we went 11-4 again. This team is a little bit weaker again because rock is very prevalent, honestly, in the meta. Just because there are so many flyers that are really good, like Talonflame, Altaria. You even have some spicier picks like Driftblim that are played quite a bit. So yeah, as well, it gives you coverage that rock typing gives you coverage against the ice types. So overall, pretty good. We're going to shielding up the body slam here, and I throw an extra volt switch there, and I'm going to be committing both shields to this fighting endeavor, and we're going to be farming down the Snorlax here at about 100 energy. Yep, we're at 100 energy now on our Galvantula. He's going to be bringing in a Wishcash, which is pretty tough. Wishcash is very tough. I'm going to get the attack fell, and then we're going to be swapping into the Pelipper, try to catch the Mud Bomb, but the Pelipper knows better and decides to go and farm up to the Blizzard. Now the good thing about Blizzard is because of the water typing, it's not super effective, and so it's not going to be doing all that much damage. Yeah, as you can see, it does about half health, and then he swaps into his Drift Blim. As I said, those flyers, Drift Blim is one of them. I have also seen a couple Dragonites today. A lot of Dragon types is what I saw a lot of. But we decided to go for this team today. Maybe something different tomorrow. We missed the Excellent, which is kind of unfortunate. And then the Drift Blim is going to be able to Hex down. I'm going to go into Altaria because I knew it had energy. And I knew it's going to want to throw the Icy Wind here. The thing is, I just use Altaria as a sponge here. Take both of the Icy Winds, and then allow my Galvantula to farm down. And now I have 2 lunges, and this Wishcash is energy dry after it threw that Blizzard. So we are going to be taking the dub here because we have all of that energy saved up. Now this means we go 2-1 in the set so far. And the next match, I think is a pretty good one. If I remember correctly. I did these battles just this afternoon. Another Snorlax lead. Yeah, one of the most common leads I saw today was Snorlax. It really made me want to put a fighter in there, but fighters are just so bad in this league because ghost types and flying types. Like, those are 2 of the ghost types, flying types, and psychic types. Like, those are the most 3 common things. So it's like, why would you run a fighter? Besides maybe Metacham, but Metacham still isn't even that good. I'm going to be going for the lunge here. Unfortunately, he caught it on the Alolan Marowak, but Pelipper is just a dominant matchup against the Alolan Marowak. I am going to be able to farm down here. Now, the one thing I'm always worried about is a Shadow Ball. Thankfully, it's a Shadow Bone, and we don't get the defense drop. He's going to be going for the second one. This most likely will be taking us out. I didn't think he was baiting, and he wasn't, so thankfully we did not lose a shield to a Bone Club. He's going to be bringing back in the Snorlax. We get a couple of wing attacks through, and then we're going to be throwing the Weather Ball. We get a shield, and it was a CMP tie, which is really good for us because we get 1 shield, and then he'll be able to take us out, and we're going to be able to get some energy. And he swaps Hypno. Hypno is very tough. Shadow Hypno does very well against Altaria. He's going to shield. And unfortunately, I try to swap, and that just basically means that it's good game. I shouldn't have swapped there. I tried to catch an Ice Punch, but for some reason he was still farming up. I'm guessing he just wanted to get to 2 Ice Punches and then win the game. And I let him get there 2 confusions earlier because I swapped in my Galvantula. So a bad misplay on my part loses me the game. That's alright though. The series is 2-2 right now. Headed into the 5th match. And that's going to be played against Kenny PE86. So we'll see what Kenny has to offer. An Altaria lead. can be pretty difficult. The only saving grace is that discharge is going to be doing neutral damage, because it takes super effective, or it does super effective to flying. He actually shields the first one, but obviously Dragon resists that lightning. He swaps in a Crustle, but the thing about Crustle is he takes neutral from flying attack moves, even though he is ground typing, which means I can safely shield. One thing will be even shield, and I'll win switchback, which is pretty huge. He has Rock Blast, so I was scared that he was going to be able to get to another one, because Rock Blast you can just get to so easily. It's such a low energy move, but that's why it does no damage. He's going to be bringing in the Altaria. I'm going to throw the Sky Attack. Maybe he thinks it's Dragon Pulse and Shields. Nope, he doesn't. But we're going to be getting this Altaria very low. And let's see what we decide to bring in here. We decide to go in with our Pelipper. We sneak a Wing Attack through it, which is pretty good. Just a little bit extra energy. He Dragon Pulses, which does a lot of damage. But it makes it so he is no way going to be able to get to another Sky Attack. And then the last Pokemon he has is Lantern. I was a little bit scared because I was like, oh, Thunderbolt is going to hurt so much. And I threw the Weather Ball. I was like, man, I'm just misplaying so hard. But then I realized I can just go for lunges, lower his thing, and or lower his attack, and then that should be good. He's going to be throwing the Thunderbolt here. One thing I remember about Lantern is that Spark generates energy very poorly, so I know that I'd be able to outpace him to the lunge, and I do. And this lunge should almost be able to take out he survives on half an HP, and as the Volt Switch is hitting him, he gets a Thunderbolt off. But fortunately for me, it's double debuffed, and it's not very effective, so I'm going to be surviving it. I still had the Pelipper in back. We went 3-2 in that set, got a Rufflet in the back for our Pokemon. Thank you so much for watching today's episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.